I did it. I started eating meat again. I stopped being a vegetarian. And I don't feel guilty. I realized that if I'm gonna make a lot of progress in strength training, gotta hit my protein. So I just gotta eat meat. And honestly, it helps a lot at the gym. It helps with my performance. Ever since I started eating meat again, I feel a lot stronger. This doesn't mean that I'm not willing to stand up for animal rights or that I would condone animal abuse and animal cruelty. No, I still think animals need to be looked after, and I still think they need to be treated more humanely than they are right now, especially in the, food industry. But overall as well, I mean, people could in general just be kinder towards animals. I gotta explain the reasoning behind my decision. So I was a vegetarian for 5 years. I didn't really decide consciously, alright, I'm gonna be a vegetarian. It happened spontaneously. I stopped eating meat entirely. I stopped eating fish. I ate eggs, yes. I didn't eat them for some time, but I started eating eggs because I realized that, first of all, they are nutritious, but they are a good source of protein, for real. But besides eating eggs, I consumed dairy products as well. I wasn't a vegan. I was a, what do you call it? I was a lacto-ovo vegetarian. So I realized that you can't be a vegetarian all of a sudden, and I just didn't adapt to being a vegetarian. It's not like I didn't want it to, but I don't have the resources to be a vegetarian. As funny as it may sound, and it might be ironic because meat is expensive, yes, but I ended up eating more fucking pasta than vegetables. I told my family members that I stopped eating meat, but just recently they accused me that turns out like I imposed it on them. No, I didn't. We got into an argument, but the point is, you cannot impose it. I'm not a militant and an aggressive vegetarian. I wasn't, at least. To say that if I'm not eating meat, no one can eat meat. It was a little frustrating to be accused of forcing someone to be a vegetarian. But anyway, point is, my diet wasn't a true vegetarian diet. All I did was cut out meat, and since I started strength training and focusing a lot on strength, I realized a couple of things. One of them being, I gotta gain weight. I gained some, but I gotta gain more as well. Gotta gain weight, gotta gain muscle, lose fat, all that good stuff, get strong. So I really did well up to this point. I did the best I could, getting my protein in from other sources, legumes, beans, dairy, because you can't really. If I had avoided dairy and eggs as well, if I was a true vegan, I'm not sure if I could get the minimum amount of protein daily. We're talking daily here. I'm not sure if I would have made any progress at the gym at all. So it's just, priorities. Maybe one day I'll be a vegetarian again. I don't know. But for now, I made the conscious decision to start eating meat again so it would benefit my strength training. And I'm already feeling the benefits. I'm already making progress that I'm sure I wouldn't have made if I had continued to be a vegetarian. Maybe we're getting this wrong. Maybe we're focusing on the wrong things. Maybe it's not about your diet. It's just about the way you treat animals and nature in general. It's just about that. So instead of accusing someone and making a fuss over who's eating eggs, who's drinking milk or not, who's eating steak, chicken or not, why don't we call out people who have a tendency to abuse animals? That's the real issue here. The real issue is animal abuse and cruelty to animals. I'll provide an update if something changes as well. If I stop training, maybe I'll stop eating meat as well. But I can't say that there was too much of a benefit when I was a vegetarian. I did feel a lack of energy now when I'm comparing. I felt a lack of energy most days. I felt weak. Of course, I wasn't getting enough protein that's needed for muscle building and strength gains. Maybe I could have done better. Maybe I could have been a better vegetarian. But I wasn't.